Well, 12 News is, of course, dedicated to covering education in our state and the impact it has on our communities. Another delayed decision on more potential school closures in the Valley. And listen, the school year is nearing its end. We're already into March. A lot of people are going on spring break. After that, you have about a month and a half left. This latest move, though, is happening in the Phoenix Elementary School District.
All right, and it's one we have been following for months now. The district superintendent says if a decision isn't made by next month, drastic cuts have to happen. 12 News journalist, you see Jen Wall there live in Phoenix with these details. Good morning, Jen.
Yeah, good morning to you. And so that district superintendent wants to see a decision made by the next board meeting in early April to avoid those even bigger cuts. Like you were saying, Emma, not only are you dealing with school breaks, with spring break and things like that, but teacher contracts coming up. So there's a lot hanging in the balance here. As the Phoenix Elementary School District Governing Board decided to push back a vote on potentially closing 2 of the district's schools late last night. So that was a last-minute vote. The decision one on the table to make headway in a multi-million-dollar budget deficit. And last night, the Phoenix Elementary District was supposed to vote on closing 2 schools, Hurd and Dunbar Elementaries. The move, the district says, would save $2 million, and that would chip away at a $12 million budget shortfall. Now, if approved, about 500 students would move to a different school, and the proposal has been prompted by declining student enrollment. That's expected to fall by about 14% in the next 8 years. Now, this morning, the governing board is pointing to community backlash as a reason for this delayed vote, while the district superintendent says they need a decision soon.
It's gonna hurt a lot because, like I stated, it's been in the family for a while, and hurt is very amazing. It's going to impact all of us in the community.
Plan B, we're looking at almost 90 positions cut. That includes teachers, that includes support staff, that includes, and because of that number of cuts, we're not funded for preschool. That automatically cuts out teachers for preschool.
That was Superintendent Deborah Gonzalez talking about that Plan B if they're not cutting the schools, and preschool would be a huge loss for the district. We're talking about a lot of studies showing how important preschool is for students, and Gonzalez says they first have to pay for kindergarten through 8th grade before funding preschool. Now, the governing board says they'll create a community committee made up of district families to weigh in on what should happen. We're told that could take less than 1 year. However, the superintendent says a decision needs to be made by early next month. And of course, we'll be looking at that next board meeting in April for this potential decision. So stay with 12 News as we continue to follow this issue right here in the Valley. For now, we're live in Phoenix, Jen Wall, 12 News Today in AZ.
All right, Jen, thank you so much. Obviously, still a lot more to come out of the district.
Right.
With these schools still up in the air. If you'd like continued coverage on the impact of education in our state, download 12 Plus now. It is free, available on Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku devices.